Hello. Hello, hello, hello. We are going live. We are going live. Ah. Hey, good evening everyone, and welcome to another stream of Plane Shift, an MMO made for fun. I know it sounds a bit strange to have an MMO made for fun, but actually it is what we are. Kind of a strange animal, I know. There is a picture of the day. Okay. Let me lower the music. Change the music a bit. And then we jump into what we want to do. So what we want to do is to continue with the random generated event. In particular, I was looking at the movement of the characters, right? Now here we have a bit of a mix of different systems, okay? And I think it's maybe interesting to you if I maybe try to explain a bit the different layers that we have in the game for that, right? Yeah, it could be interesting, I guess. So we have the basic layer, you know, which obviously is the Unreal Engine A character, right? And from a character we are deriving our own classes, but we have in the middle another layer which is actually advanced locomotion, right? Now advanced locomotion is actually used only for humanoid races, right? But it's not used for monsters. So it's important to note that here there is a kind of a split, you know, and we have we have a custom animation blueprint which is not advanced locomotion, and custom animations for the rest of the races, right? So if you take an Albernaut or a Clacker or you know, whatever our monsters, they use a custom animation blueprint. Then on top of that there are the actual character blueprints, right? Which in our case is called PS character blueprint, but it's the same. So let's say the character blueprint, this is in common. Obviously it varies a bit based on the race, but pretty much the functionality is the same, right? So we have to consider this. So the movement, right, is going through these two different routes if we are speaking of a player character, or anyway an NPC using a standard race, or a monster that is using a custom animation blueprint. In addition, which is also important to remember, we have our own let's say server, custom dedicated, our dedicated server, right? So the dedicated server is managing, which is made anyway in Unreal, right? But this guy is managing the movement of all the creatures, and in particular the dedicated server has on top of it another block that is the our scripting system, right? So we have our, let's say, first of all, we have our behavior system, and the behavior system is then leveraging our scripting language, right? So our scripting system, let's say, right? And obviously below all of this there is our database where everything is is stored, right? So so it is our database that is storing everything. So oops, my head went places. So the point, what is the point? The point is that through now what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to say I'm trying to modify the behavior system, right? So that we can have different speed for specific actions that NPC needs to perform in the game, right? But this is not, so what I have to modify this, but I have to modify this, and this information needs to go through here and then take two different routes, right? Take the custom animation route or take the advanced locomotion route, right? To actually be able to change the speed and have the animation, you know, and have the animation play properly, right? So I don't know if this helps, but basically this is what it is, and this is the complexity that I'm facing now, because I cannot just say to my character, you know, because you can say, oh, very easy, you want to change the speed, you know, just go here in the movement component and just set the max walk speed, you know, to whatever you want, right? Yes, in theory, yes, but in practice, no. Because in practice, I cannot just set the speed manually somewhere in the code. I need to be sure that our behavior system and our scripting system are capable of receiving that information of the speed, and then through our dedicated server, I understand, you know, if we are using advanced locomotion or not, and then apply the change, and I have to apply it inside our behavior system, right? So this is basically the complexity, right? This is why it is a bit complex, right? It's not just setting the speed, because if you were like in a simple, pure Unreal Engine system, you know, like third-person example, there would be like one line of code, right? Would be one line. So in our case, it's a bit more complex, right? And I hope I articulated to you enough why. There is a raffle. Wait a second. Our partner MD have gradually offered a new processor. Check with experience, blah blah blah. Criteria: you must be a Mega Grand recipient. You must have previously introduced yourself in introduction. Only one submission per recipient. Did I? Wait, there is a kind of a raffle thingy. I think I have introduced myself here. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. No? I think I did. 100%. I didn't. Wow. Wait, there is a raffle I want to be part. Yeah, I introduced myself for sure. It was the 19th of May. So I did it. Okay, so what I need to do? Official communication will be sent to you, a member of the team. Best of luck. Check out our link for the specs. What do I have to do? I just have to click on this or what? Yeah, I just have to click on that. How do you know if you are already in the raffle? How do you know if you are in the raffle? No idea. You have already entered this giveaway. Okay. So it tells you. Okay, we entered into a giveaway for a Ryzen 7 3800X. A Ryzen 7. By the way, I'm really streaming, huh? A Ryzen 7 3800X. What is my processor? Good question. Is a 500X? Is a Ryzen 9? So my processor is much better than this, huh? Or not? I don't know. I think it is. No idea. I don't know. I can put them in parallel if I win the raffle. I can donate it to a plane shift player without the right hardware. They need to know if you really need it. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. But anyway. So yeah, so this is the problem, right? And this is how I'm trying to solve it. So how I'm trying to solve it is there are few operations where we are actually changing the speed of the character, right? And one of the operation is the start move. So what I want to do, I want to launch my Unreal in debug mode. And I want to see when the start move 2 is getting executed and which kind of velocity I have. Because what we want to change the velocity of this behavior, right? So at the moment we have a velocity, wait. At the moment, behavior name from CT2. I remember we added the velocity, no? Waypoint static node, destination move. No, we didn't add the velocity. Locate, wander, walk, random through. No, we did not add the velocity. That's strange though. I think we did it yesterday, right? But okay, because I forced it into the code. But yes, what we know is that the wander animation, the wander operation. What do we know? Is that the wander operation has a velocity parameter, right? So I can put velocity equal to, and then if I say $walk, in theory this will be right. But the thing that I don't understand too much is how this thing has been designed, right? Because actually if I search walk, right, I see that we have float, walk, or run, right? And result move, get controller move to location. You see that we already hit. You can sell it and buy a better Mac. I don't know. I don't think that's their idea of a giveaway, but maybe. For sure we need a better Mac, yes. So my only issue is, right, when we are doing this move to location, because here I'm doing a movement operation run, right? And this movement operation is at the moment inside this behavior system. So just to go back to our previous picture, we are here and here, right? So here is where we are, and we are trying to, so that the NPC is executing a command that an order that we gave him. Now the only issue is why I don't have in the current script the velocity, right? I only have the current action. The current action is a navigate operation, which is derived from movement operation. and then there is a script operation that has velocity. But as you can see, velocity at the moment is 0 and velocity source is default. So it's like that this navigation operation does not have any velocity specified, and so it's going to the default one. Yes. Now in theory is when we execute the behavior, right? So when the behavior is starting, we should be able to change the velocity, right? And my idea was that it was done this way already, but so this should be in theory inside NPC behave, right? And it should be when I'm activating the behavior. Just a second, I need to do something quick. I think I have to turn on the fan because it's super hot. Today is another day that is super hot. Okay, so so there is a time when we advance, and there is a time where we advance a specific behavior, right? And the question is, do I have an initial state? Because I cannot do it. Every time, right? I cannot change the speed every time. I have to change it only when the behavior is triggered the first time. So that's the complexity that we have, right? That is the complexity that we have. Yeah, I think it's here. You say is the run script. So the run and the advance. So the run, exactly. All our behaviors have a run and an advance. So the run is the first time is run and is when we do okay. So in this case, that we have a navigate operation. Right, we have a navigate operation. But you see the navigate operation does not have run. So run is executed in the parent class. The parent class is movement operation. And movement operation actually has run. Okay, perfect. So basically here we should check if our velocity is different than the velocity that our character has at the moment. But it's not very easy to determine because current distance. Move to location. Yeah, this is basically never changing the speed, right? It's never changing the speed. It's never changing the speed. I think to me the speed should be changed. Should be changed one time only, and exactly here, right? Because this is before. Yeah, this is before anything happens, before the character moves. So he will be here. Everything else is stop movement, stop movement. Ah, there is also this one though. Move to location. So in reality, it should also be here. So the trick here, the trick is... Hello, Marcelo. You have caught up at double speed. Nice. Nice. In the script there is no run. In the script operation, which is the father of everything, there is no run. There is no run. Probably because by itself it's kind of not runnable, or what? It's very strange. Because there is a start move 2 and a turn 2, but I think these are used by lower level yeah, exactly. I'm trying to understand just the structure, okay? And I'm trying to understand if in Operation Advance we have a move to location. Okay, where do we have the... Where do we have... Where do we have the call to start move to? Start move to is inside Wander operation. And he's calling... Okay, so he's only inside Wander. He's only inside Wander. What I don't like is that the speed seems to be set inside start move to. And I think it's a very bad idea, because start move to may be executed multiple times. While we want to set the speed on. So if I do it here, I think it's a bad idea. If I do it here, I think it's a bad idea. I mean, it's true that I do it by waypoint. So basically what will happen, you know, if I do it there, what will happen is that if I'm at this waypoint and I'm walking there, I will set the speed here, and then I will set the speed again here, and then I will set the speed again here, I will set the speed again here, right? But I don't really know if this is what we want, because it's the behavior that has the speed. It's not the specific waypoint that has the speed, no? No, actually it's the operation that has the speed. Because velocity is not on the behavior, but is on wander. So it's the operation that has the speed. But yes, the operation is run once and then is advanced multiple times. So okay. So I think it's a bad idea to actually change it here. I think it's a bad idea. I don't know, I mean, I'm trying to understand, but I think it's a bad idea to do it there. Why all these parties commented? I don't understand what is this piece. Check if the endpoint has changed and needs to be updated. I don't know. At the moment, this part works for us, so I would not touch it. Move to location. This one is an unreal. Yeah, this one is an unreal call. Huh? Could you make some special waypoints for events, or is just too much complicated? No, I think we need a network of waypoints everywhere, and then we will use a sum for the events. We use a subset for the events. I think that's the idea. Because waypoints we can reuse anyway. I mean, it's good to have waypoints. So we need waypoints pretty much across the whole map. But yes, if we want, we can have a group of waypoints that are dedicated to an event or to a series of events, yes. At the moment, I'm trying to understand... Why we are not calling with all these parameters? I don't understand it too much. So there is a start move to in Wander operation, okay? But the start move to in Wander operation seems to be calling this music, bro. Seems to be calling script operation move to, and he's reading this stuff, right? So I'm okay with NPC destination position, point get sector. I'm okay with the action. I'm not okay with the velocity, because the velocity should be decided up front. Should be decided up front. Should be decided in the color of this. It should not be decided here. It should be decided in the color of this function. This is what I'm saying. Which is exactly Wander operation run. Right? So how do we get the script? How do we get the scripted velocity? Well, the scripted velocity, we have it because this is actually a script operation. So, actually here I have val source if I want, right? And val source should be the one that is specified in my XML here, right? So I think that my idea is, and this is something new, this is something new that we're gonna do. So is set initial set initial velocity for this operation, right? And I think I will create a new function. I will create a new function. It's called set operation velocity or something like that. Or set operation velocity. And this one will have to take. We'll have to take the source, and it should be done here during the run, right? Because if it's done in any other place, I think we are going to redo it multiple times for nothing. For sure, we should not do it in advance. If you summon a monster in an event, are these mobs stuck on the waypoint, or you can aggro the player? No, you can aggro the player and follow. The movement, yeah, we have two ways of moving, right? One is through waypoints and another is pathfinding, so they can move wherever they want. So if you attack a monster, it's automatically disengaging from the waypoint. So he's attacking you, following you and chasing you, because there is another it depends on the behavior, right? So you have the brain of the NPC, and the brain of the NPC is deciding what to do, right? And if the brain is thinking normal movement, you know, then is using waypoints, right? Is using waypoints. If it's thinking, if it's thinking chase, which is another operation, when you fight, then in this case is using pathfinding, right? And so is completely free to move. And it is one problem though, because you can bring one monster, you know, kilometers away from where it was originally designed to stay, right? So that is a problem. So we may have an out of range from the home location perception, and we can bring him back to where it was, right? So it doesn't go too far away. But yes, we can summon a monster and the monster can fight you with no problems. This is working already now. If I summon a monster and I attack him, he will attack me. If he is a monster that fights, okay? There are creatures that fight and creatures that don't fight, but assuming it's a creature that fight, he will attack me. So I need basically this function to be somewhere. I think the best would be in script operation. Yes, absolutely. I think the best would be inside script operation, right? And we would just create a new one. I think here at the end. I don't know if there is already, but I don't think there is. There is set animation, right? Set animation is very similar because set animation was walking the walk or running animation, but there is actually a load velocity. Wait a second. There is a load. But the load velocity is loading it from an XML. Yeah, but it's not changing the actual speed. So no, that one, and that one is reading from, is setting into source. Yes, exactly. Is setting it into source. Exactly. No, I think we need a new one. We need a new one, and we will call it, so this will be script operation, and it will be void. I don't think it needs to return anything, right? It will be script operation, set operation velocity, and I don't think you even need parameters because we have the velocity source already. So used to set the velocity of the character when the operation starts. So in the run event, right? It's using vel source read from the XML of the operation, right? So that's the idea. That's the idea. So this set operation velocity, the set operation velocity obviously is running the brain of the NPC. So we need, do we need the NPC brain or can we assume? No, we cannot assume. Huh? No, we need the NPC brain. Without all the operations are working with the NPC brain. Okay, so we need the NPC brain in the definition. So we need that. We need that. So into this, right? Into this, what we need to do, bing, into this, what we need to do, we need to we need so it's not it's basically this. So start we should not do it here. I think here is a pretty bad idea. I think here is a very bad idea. Okay, so let me remove this. Let me remove this. And we will move it under under here, right? And here we do the check, and we check if our NPC is actually etc, etc. If he's using an animation, so if he's an ALS, so this piece of code is basically deciding if we are here or we are here, right? So it's deciding this. It's deciding this, and this if is trying to decide if we are using ALS animation, and so we need to use this function to actually change the speed or not. And now let me say that I think I need to switch on. I think I need to switch on velocity, because I think I need to switch on velocity source, because and velocity source is actually an enumeration, and we have these settings, right? We have default, walk, run, and sprint. I don't understand exactly why we have default, but I think that default should be equal to walk. I don't understand why we have a default. And I added sprint. Sprint was not here. You see, I added it myself. So I think that the question is, so we switch, right? And we have the case where this thing is, I think default and walk, I put them in the same, no? I never understood why the indentation is, because I'm writing the switch wrong or what? Right. I think by the way, if you say switch and then tab, it's generating it for you, right? Yeah, it's generating it for you. So, but anyway, so we have a case default and walk, right? So if we are in this case, I want to be able to set this. If we are in run, I want to be able to set running. For the sprint, I have no idea. Because actually the sprint is not a base case. The sprint is a temporary thing. So I don't think there is a sprint here. Ah, there is. Ah, okay, nice. There is. There is. So I think we can sprint. We don't have to keep it sprint. Okay. I think it may work. So this will basically switch between these three. Now the problem is, if he's not so if he's not an ILS creature, right? He's not an ILS creature. So if he's not an ILS creature, then I cannot use this, right? I cannot. I have to use the normal character movement, get walk speed. Now the problem is, how do I know? Well, how do I know? It's fairly easy actually, because I can get so I think I need to switch again, right? I have to switch exactly in the same way. The difference is that here I will have it is completely different, right? Because here my speed will be equal to NPC get pawn, and then I have to do something like get race info, right? So we need to go into get race info, and inside get race info we need to get the speed. I think there is something like get yeah, speed run, speed walk, speed fly, speed swim. One day we will have all those things. Right, something like this now, right? So he's basically selecting, and then here is setting the speed equal to whatever, right? Now at the moment, let's say that if we have a user setting, because there is also a user setting, I think it's a bit weird to have a user setting. Actually, I cannot use it here. So I think we can support the user setting only for non-ALS. Only for non-ALS cases. So in this case, the speed will be velocity, I think it's velocity. No? Because vel source, wait a second, vel source is that, but I think there is when vel source is user, yeah, you see, when vel source is user we return velocity. So yeah, so is velocity, is vel. So in that case will be vel. In that case would be vel. Okay, so now currently setting the creature speed to 0, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's doing, I don't know why it's setting 1, 2, 3. I think it's a bit weird. I think it's kind of the multiplier, you know. I think it's like the multiplier. So it's setting like 1, 1.5. So I think it's the multiplier. So in reality, I think that when we say velocity user, I think it should be probably the walk speed multiplied by vel, right? Actually, I think that's what it is. Because it's expressing the user value as a number, a low number, right? Our speed is like 320. 320 is walk, 600 is run. So obviously if you put a number like 2, it will basically not move, right? It will crawl so slow that. So this is a bit of what I think what is set operation velocity should do. Now the set operation velocity, we need to call here, right? And we need to pass in the NPC. Okay, that's fine. And this will get whatever has been set on the Wonder operation. Okay, so let's do a test. The test is the following. We set in our behavior and operation the Wonder with a walk, right? And I'm missing a closed quote, by the way, with velocity walk, right? And we see if our character is walking when he's wandering, right? Then we set it to run and we see if he's running. If that works, it means that what we did was correct. And at the moment it's working only for the Wonder operation. The way it was done before was basically set at every advance of the behavior, meaning every 200 milliseconds. So every 200 milliseconds, we were resetting the speed of the character, which is totally unnecessary. And in the old system, I think it was super easy because it was just setting an integer. But here is way more complex because when we do this, we have to mirror that value and replicate it to the client side. And we have to change a number of tables inside ALS. So this is why I want to be sure that I do that operation only once. Or at least once per start of operation, right? And not continuously. And not every 200 milliseconds. Our NPC brain at the moment are reasoning every 200 milliseconds. So they reason five times a second, they can take a decision. It may be too much, I don't know, we can lower it. At the moment is what it is. So every 200 milliseconds they are re-evaluating their priorities. And they re-evaluate and they are let's say accepting any new perception, right? So if a player attacks them, he will react in 200 milliseconds. If they decide it is the time to go to work, the same. They will react in 200 milliseconds and so on. We may slow it down. But in the old game, it was like this. It was 200 milliseconds. And at the moment, I kept it the same. And by the way, I did a very big optimization long time ago. I think it was like 1 year ago, in the way the brain is working. So the brain was consuming way more CPU cycles before than what it's doing in the old game than what it's doing in Unreal. So we optimized it quite a bit. Because basically instead of launching a separate timer for some of the events, I do it within the same timer that we already have. So I basically merged the two different timers. Now, what we want to do with random events is really up to us, right? So I think on this part of the code, we can work forever. I mean, we can work years if we want on just on artificial intelligence and NPC movement, right? We can work forever. So we will have to decide It'll be interesting to know what is the velocity at the moment. You see, the velocity at the moment is 0, and the velocity is default. So no one has set the velocity to anything prior to this. So for example, in this operation, which is a movement operation, no one has set the velocity, so it's staying as default, which I think is okay. Okay, so let's log in with my character and let's try to generate the event. I think this one is probably not even needed anymore. I think this function is probably not even needed, but let's see. Okay, so I log in and we stand in the same place where we know that we are going to generate an NPC. I like to think only if I have to. Well, a lot of game development is really optimization, right? Because I mean, I'm a big fan of optimization. I mean, all optimization from the beginning, right? From the beginning. So, okay, we have our guy. We have Elone Tamei. I don't know why it's not uppercase, but it's not capitalized, but we will fix that. Now this guy should move. As soon as he tries to move, we will trigger the breakpoint, I think. Yeah, we trigger already. We actually trigger a move to location, though. Start move. We didn't trigger. Wait. That's very strange, huh? We didn't trigger the... We didn't trigger our script. I don't understand why we are just triggering start move to and we are not triggering the rest. That is very strange. Because I was expecting the Wonder operation to kick in, right? And in the Wonder operation, I have called... I don't understand why. In the Wonder operation, I have called the set operation velocity, right? But it seems that this is not getting... because I did it in... only if he's interrupted. Okay. But if he's not interrupted... wait a second. Now this is good. I mean, we have to do it if he's interrupted. But if he's not interrupted... I think I can take this outside. I think I can take this outside because anyway, if he's interrupted or not interrupted, it doesn't make any difference to us. It's still something that we need to execute, right? But we have to do it before start move to, because start move to will... Yeah, it will actually go here and have the character moves, right? So we want to be sure that we do it before that. Before the move to location, basically. So it has to be done here no matter what. Now, it's true that the operation may fail, but I think setting the speed is anyway correct. Or we can do it, here, but I think it's the same. If I do it, no, because I need to catch this before the operation. No, it's better to do it here. It's better to do it here. It's better to do it before everything. Okay, let me recompile. Yeah, because at the moment it was not getting called. It was getting called only in case it was restarting an operation. But yes, I was saying that a lot of, I think one of the things that you have to keep in mind when you are developing a game, at least this is what I do, is really the bottlenecks, right? The bottlenecks. So if you may have some bottlenecks in terms of performance, and I think if you continuously think that way, you avoid reaching the end of your development and realizing that the game just doesn't run, right? So, which I don't know, depends on the game that you are making. If you are making a game where performances are not really a problem, or you are using only Unreal Engine stuff, core Unreal Engine stuff, then you are pretty sure that it's not going to. But when you start to do your own custom things, where you are calling maybe Unreal Engine APIs continuously, right, in your tick functions, so this is where you have to be super careful. For example, I would suggest anyone to have any tick function in C++, right? Anything that is in tick, because that's called so much, and having it in blueprints, I think is not a great idea. And we have some ticking blueprints, by the way. Okay, you see that it was called also for an NPC, yeah? You see? It's getting called also for an NPC before we go in game. So at the moment we didn't go in game yet. We can see what it's doing, right? In this case, the NPC is a stone hammer, right? So it's definitely using ALS. So we are switching on velocity source, and the velocity is run, and so you see that here we are setting the speed as run, right? Oh, I think I did a mistake. I forgot just few pieces, but it's okay. Yeah, I forgot to break, boys. So we were executing both of them. I think I want to put more Warhammer music. It is Chaos Gate Warhammer music. I think they're very good. I think it's pretty good. I really would like to play Warhammer Tabletop again, but it requires too much time. Too much time. But it is one of the hobbies, that I would definitely go back if I ever stop doing plane shift. Which probably will never happen, but assuming that one day maybe we will be finished. Warhammer is definitely one of the other hobbies that I have. Okay, so we set on this guy, we set running, right, which is okay, and then we go to move location, but at this point we have set it already, so which is great. So I think it's not really But it is a move operation. Is it the same guy or not? I don't know if it's the same guy. I think in theory it's the same guy. Ah no, there is an Ulber, so it's a completely different creature. Yeah, you see that this creature is doing something different. It's using a movement operation. And movement operation run at the moment is not setting the speed. Right? So I think we will have to do the same. I think we will have to do the same here as well. Because anyway, this part of the code is going to, yeah, maybe, you know, the stop, I mean, obviously if we are stopping movement, it doesn't make a lot of sense, right? Because we are not, so all the stop movement. But when we start from here, so here basically, we need to set the velocity again, right? So before any movement operations, we set the velocity, and it is the run of the movement operation, right? So, and also the good part of this is that since those variables are replicated to the clients, if they don't change value, right? Because we reset the same speed, we will not replicate client side, and so we will not have the issue. I mean, we will not spend, you know, we will not send something client side if it's not needed, because replication replicates only on change. So if you set a value to 1 and then you set it again to 1, it will not replicate the second time, right? Which is good. Now, one thing I would like to do one day is to profile the game. We did it only on Linux and only in the old version. I think we were using Valgrind. I don't know if Valgrind still exists, but I'm pretty sure that it exists. No, Unreal Engine didn't raid anyone. No. Who are we raiding? I don't know. Join me. No, I did. He hosted Honest Demon Official. Who is Honest Demon Official? Oh, it's this guy. What is this guy doing? Very cool. I don't know what it's doing, but it's doing some good stuff.
Instead of just snapping to target, we'll keep relative offset and we will give it the correct location. To give it a correct location, what we'll do is we will to location, and I'm going to feed that here. So it's going to start at the correct location.
Making abilities. Game dev on Unreal Engine. I think we will follow this guy.
Like, you know, might as well, because we don't even need it because it's going to be super.
We will follow this guy and we see.
Weird. Hold on, let's try that again.
How many followers he has? 149. So he's a new streamer, so it's nice that very nice that they raided him. Very nice. It's nice that they raided him because he's a new streamer, it seems so. He only has 150 followers, so. Okay, so operation velocity, blah blah blah. Okay, let me see who we are speaking about here. So we are speaking on, okay, so this one we know already. So this will go, yeah, this will go into run. And then we have another one here that is the Ul Burnout. Okay. And you see that with attack that is not an ALS creature. So we go here. And actually we have a walk speed for him. Okay, nice. Yeah, so it seems to be working fine. It actually seems to be working fine. Okay. So... yeah, I don't know why he's doing it again, but let me see. He's doing it for who? He's doing it again for the Stonebreaker. Yes, probably because the Wonder Operation restarted, eh? The Wonder Operation restarted. The Wonder Operation restarted. Yeah, restarted, yes. Yeah, but it's correct. I mean, we cannot avoid calling this function again when we execute the operation. So yes, it's getting called a bit often, but you know, what we could do is because it is a blueprint, huh? This thing is calling a blueprint. No. It's not calling a blueprint. No. It's not calling a blueprint. It's calling no. It's this one. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah. It's just setting this. Okay, it's fine. Now it's doing basically very little. It's just setting a variable. It's just ensuring that that variable is replicated. So it's perfectly fine. The execution of that function is basically instant, right? So it's super fast. So I would say we should not be scared of calling this every time we reset or restart an operation. I think it's perfectly fine. We should not be scared of that. I think it's perfectly fine. So now we connect with the client, and yeah, the problem is that this is continuously. Well, maybe I can remove the breakpoint until we connect with the client, or that will continue to... I don't know why this get velocity, we got it now. Is it my client? I don't know. Move one. I don't know if that's my client or... No, I don't think so, because we didn't connect yet. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Para 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 pa. Okay, now the guy will spawn in 1 minute. Or now. It didn't spawn. Ah, it's there. Okay, spawn there. And now we have the start move, yes. And now we should have the... didn't happen. He's walking though. Ah, yes, because I removed the breakpoint. Okay, so he's working. So the guy at the moment is walking, right? You see that he's walking. Wait, let me... The guy is walking. And is walking around, is doing his thing. And okay. So now we do the same test. I think I can also avoid going debug because it seems to be working fine. So now we do the same test and we change the speed in our XML from walk to run, okay? So we just change it in the database, in the XML, and we just launch the server again. And we rerun the same test. And obviously we want to see him running. And I think we will. And if that works, I think we solved at least the piece that I was willing to solve, right? Because that was not ported properly yet. It was not from the old game to the new game. The velocity, also because it was not ported, also because the velocity was managed in the previous engine in a completely different way, right? It was a completely different class that we have built ourselves, and was completely different. So let's wait the spawn. Maybe it will be an Enki this time. We never saw an Enki. Let's see if he's an Enki. It's just a randomization, so. Is up to 1 minute. Now we don't have a lot of waypoints, so we may decide to define a few. Is a Lemur again? It's exactly the same guy. How is it possible? Okay, now we should run in theory. Yeah, it is running. Okay, so the thing works. The thing works. The thing works. We can try sprinting. We can try sprinting just for fun, but basically it is working as expected, which is very nice because it was a bit of a delicate change. Now sprint, do I have a, if I say sprint, do you think that sprint is actually loaded? I don't think so. Let me see, walk. No, I have to add it, because at the moment sprint does not exist. So I have to add a $sprint that is driving my sprint velocity. And then I need to put here sprint in the database. Yes. Okay, let's try like this. So if we want, we can have an NPC sprint the whole time. Right now, I think I would like them to sprint and use stamina so that they cannot sprint all the time. But that's a bit more of a is a complex thing to do at the moment. I mean, it's not very complex, but I don't think it's gonna give us any real benefit, and I think NPC can cheat, so can run even if they don't have stamina at the moment. I don't want them to stop, you know, and have to regain stamina. Now I think it would be nice to add a few more waypoints and see how it works, but basically this is working. I mean, whatever is your path network, whatever is the network of waypoints that we have, so even if we go in production, you know, and we use the same, we can try, we use the same code. I think the NPC we just walk everywhere. We just go around randomly, right? Completely randomly. Now one question assuming that this works, and I think it will work. One question I have is, can we have a wonder, you know? Can we have a wonder that is a bit more complex than just running around, right? So can we have the NPC stop sometimes, look around, play some, you know, idle animations, Oh, we have a cran. Uh-oh, we have a cran with the wrong feet. Why? We have a cran with the wrong feet. I don't know why. The game is saying that this guy is sprinting, but it seems to be running to me and not sprinting. So I think that sprinting is probably not working at the moment. Because it seemed to just be running. Because you know why? Because I think that the sprinting is not a toggle. Sprinting is a continuous, so I have to keep shift pressed to sprint. As soon as I release it, you know, I'm going to run. So I think probably he tried to sprint at the beginning, but yeah, so I think the sprint at the moment is broken. But you know what? I think we don't care. At the moment we don't care. Oh, he forgot to take something from the... he forgot to take something from the shop. Ah, he kind of fucked up, huh? For some reason when he was going back... Ah, again. He forgot something again. The raid guy coming back to see what you're working today. I told you sometime, hello, skills. Yes, you say, sometimes it works, yes. No, absolutely it works. What are we doing? We are working with our behavior module. And we developed ourselves that is based on a kind of a scripting, simple scripting language that allows us to script the behavior of our NPC. And this guy at the moment is just running around based on a predefined set of waypoints that are obviously invisible to players, but I can display them this way if we want. And so this guy at the moment is just running through the red circles, right? And he's randomizing his movement between the red circles, right? At the moment, all the red circles have a return flag, so it may happen that he's going and then he's going back, right? So it may happen that he goes here and then immediately turns back, like now, like he did now, right? So, okay, now it disappeared because the event is finished. So we gave a maximum of, I don't know, 3 minutes or whatever to the event. After that time, the NPC is destroyed. Now, if you ask me, am I really sure that I'm cleaning up everything properly when we destroy that NPC, like that his brain is not running anymore and things like that? That I'm not 100% sure. That I'm not 100% sure. Okay, what we can do, we can, for example, create a new waypoint, right? Now, I don't remember how to create links. You see, another NPC has been generated. It's a completely different one. Are you using behavior trees? No, we are using our system. We have a artificial intelligence system that is built by us. It's completely built by us. So, for example, if I want to add a new waypoint, right? Here. I just don't remember if there is a way to path help. So I can path help add or no? Path add help? No. I can do what? I can... because I want to add a new waypoint. I remember how to add a point. Let me try to do pat add waypoint and see what happens. No, I think you can add only points, huh? I think you can add only points to a given waypoint. Really? No, I'm sure we can also add... I think I have to call it WP. What do you mean no subcommand given? Pat WP add. No, I don't remember what the hell. I don't remember. I don't remember how to do it. Wait, I can do it from the database, but if I could do it in game, you know, it would be a bit. Would be nicer. So add, remove, and rotation. I remember point add because we used that multiple times. I remember point add, but WP add seems is not working. Waypoint add. No. Okay, so let me check 1 second. Subcommand. So the subcommand should be add. There is the subcommand. So there should be just add. Okay, add. When I say add alias, no alias. Why alias? No alias, no alias, no. Because we are inside alias. Wait a second. Wait a second. What do you mean? Are you serious? And the location. It's not possible. No, we did it the other day or no? Do you remember if we were adding waypoint? No, we were moving waypoint. Yeah, because you see there is a point add. There is a point add. And point add is the one that we used. But is there a waypoint something? Or WP something? There is the question. Nah, it seems not. No, it seems it's not possible. But I'm not convinced. Adjust alias display flag format help hide info move point. You see, we can add a point, but we cannot add a waypoint. I don't know why. Why we cannot add a waypoint? Unless point add as another sub menu, as another sub thingy, but I don't think so. Because if I do point add, you see that it's going into subcommand point add, right? And what? Handle path. Handle path. Current block. WP, so we have adjust, alias. Alias, wait, let me do this or I go crazy. Or I go completely crazy. Let me do this. So let me collapse. Okay, so we have alias, flag set, radius, format, point add. Okay, point add. No, it's adding only path points. It's not adding waypoints. I mean, we could, in theory, we could add this functionality. Because the complexity of waypoints is that you need to link them to... Wait a second. Start. There is start, eh? Start. It may create a new... you have already a path started. Waypoint name. I am okay to have a ghost in the game. Man, wow. Okay. You like what you say, or? So I think we can create. We should be able to create waypoints somehow. WP path network, find nearest waypoint. Okay, starting path using existing waypoint. Ah, yes. It is start then. It is start. It is start. Okay. Yeah. Create waypoints, eh? Create waypoint. So, okay, we can try that. So, it will try to find the closest waypoint. So, if I start from here, I think there is an end then, no? Okay, let's try. Anyway, if we mess up the data, it's easy. So, we do path start. No path format. What the... What do you mean, no path format? No path format set? If client waypoint get path name is empty? What? What is waypoint get path name? Why we don't have some documentation on this, boys? Why we don't have some documentation? Path edit global variable for client. This seems to be something that I did not port from the old game yet. Because I have no idea what this thing is. No idea. Zero idea. I have no idea what I'm looking at. Was originally in client CPP. Online edit of path. Waypoint path name. Waypoint set path. What is this? I think it's format. Yeah, it's format. Path name. Wait a second. Do we have a documentation on this, boys, or not? I think we have, right? We have some documentation. Where is this documentation? We have it in the help file or where? Probably in the help file, yes. We have it in the help file, I think. Let me check 1 second. I think we have it in the help file. And the help file is... And the help file is under data help in the old game. Data help XML. Okay. Yeah, I need to port all of this to... But anyway. Slash path. Okay, let me try to understand if there was some description Path format. Set up the format to be used for waypoint name when creating new waypoints. Use path format WP 03D10 to create a waypoint name WP0. Oh my god, we have we have a format command to decide the name of the new waypoints. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? That's insane. Okay, so I have to set. Okay. We can do this. We We have to set path format, and then we have to say something WP. I don't know if this 03D is percentage 03D. What is this? I don't know. Let me try. Let me try to do exactly like he says. The first WP. No. I think this is not what we want. The first WP will be 10. The first WP will be WP10. Okay, let's try like this. I don't care. Let's do path start. Okay, you see that he's using the existing path point, right? So if now I say slash path point add, okay, and then I say here, for example, slash path point, no, slash path end, I assume. Uh-oh. Something bad happened. No, maybe it's stop. Is stop or end? There is no end. Okay, there is no end because actually the... No, but it's not possible there is no end. There is no end. Okay, let me see what happened if I do path reload. If I do path, no, if I do reload, sorry, it's the opposite, it's reload path, right? No, but this have not been saved. No, the additional waypoint, I don't know. I think we did import it properly, but it seems that, let me see if he added a new waypoint. No, it didn't, you see? It didn't add any new waypoint. So I think that the only way I can do it, probably if I do start. You already have a path started. And then there must be stop then. What I'm missing? What am I missing, boys? I was referring to the custom built AI system. A lot of stuff you're doing here. Let's see very few able to achieve. How many people are in your team? For development at the moment is me. It's called path stop or path end. I think probably path stop then. Path stop. Okay. Okay, it did something. It did something. Let me see if he created new waypoints. Yes, he created a new waypoint. Now, he didn't give it the allow return, but I would say it's okay. And he should have created at least one path point. Assuming that I'm looking at the right database. Wait. Where is it? Come on, is he? Yes, it created a new one, which I think it created this one, I think. Path ID 10. Path ID 10. I think it worked, huh? Path ID 10. Links. Yes. From 13 to 19. Yeah, it did it. It did it. It did it. Now it did it. Yes, look. It did it. He perfectly did it. Now the question is, this NPC now that is going around, right? He has the choice. He has the choice to go to the right side, right? Instead of going to the left. Now the only problem is that this guy does not have a flag allow return. That means that I'm not 100% sure if this path can be navigated the other way. But you know what? I think there is a command. I think there is a command also for setting a new flag. Oh, look at this. We have a path flag set, so I can go here and say path flag set allow return. Failure to update flag. So probably flag set is scripted somehow. Let me see. Flag clear, flag set. Path flag set. WP. You have to say. WP. So you have to say flag set WP allow return. Flag allow return. Yeah, there is a bit of a garbage here because I think it's due to the. But don't worry about it. So this pad info now. This pad info should be now allow return. Allow return, yes. Okay, nice. So if I do path reload, if I do reload path. Okay, now this is also allow return. Now what I want to see is if our NPC can take also this road. Now considering it's completely randomized, it may take us a bit of time to to actually find an NPC that is trying to go that way, but we can wait a bit and see. But it is a completely new path. Yeah, how many people you have in your team? At the moment there are a few people that are helping on the rules and on the quest, but not very much. But in the past I got a lot of help. In the past this game has been developed by a lot of people. But at the moment not much. So if you want to join, you are very welcome to join. We are waiting the generation of a new NPC. Okay, here it is. Would be nice if this guy would go right, but probably will not. Fuck. There was a tease, huh? There was a tease. So I reloaded the pad dynamically because we can. That's a good thing that we can do. So we can reload dynamically. It's gone. Nice. Okay. So So okay, so this helps me to understand that our wonder operation is working also with multiple choices, right? So he's really randomizing between all the possible edges, right? Which is perfect. It's exactly what we needed. So I would say mission accomplished. Yay! So we so we did this part, right? The only thing that is missing is the sprint. The sprint is not working, but at the moment I don't care about the sprint. We just stay without sprint, and I think it's good enough. I think it's perfectly fine. So this will be walk. Okay, now, and by the way, for the one of you that are wondering, this is our scripting language, okay? So we are scripting the behavior of that guy with kind of an XML, right? And it's obviously based on other behaviors that already exist in the game, but this is what we are asking him to do. Now, my question is, can we have a wander operation? Can we have a wander operation where we are doing a bit more than just going around, right? So we have a wander operation, and at the moment it does not have any possibility to... There is an animation, but the animation is something that at the moment is kind of obsolete for us, because the animation was like walk, run and things like that, right? But he jumped going around the tree. Yeah, I've seen that. I don't know why. I don't know why he did that actually. It's like if from this waypoint, it cut off. I don't know why. In theory, it should not be possible, but he kind of did it. I've seen it. I don't know why. There is no reason why he should have done that. But yes, it seems he cut off. I don't know, maybe he's becoming smart, you know? Maybe the NPCs are starting to become a real NPC, alive with feelings. They will speak to me soon, I know. I know. We are generating a new guy every minute. So there will be another guy running around. Here it is. This is our new guy. Oh, is it Dermorian? Hello. So... Okay. Yeah, it's fucking up a bit because... because there is the tree in the middle. I don't know why he cut off that corner. That's very strange, huh? As you can see, there is some fuzziness, so it's not selecting the middle of the circle, but it's selecting a point inside the circle. So you may, like now, you see that it's not going in at the center, but it's going on the side. And it's done by purpose, so it gives a bit more variation, you know, on where they go. If at every point you can choose a start point or spin... No, in theory no, because he's choosing the next, and the next should be connected. And when you choose the connected, yeah, you see that he's going around the tree. Now in this case he went this way because these two waypoints, you know, are designed a bit in a stupid way in this example. Because if he selects this point and then he selects that point, he's going this way, right? But if he selects the middle of the circle, then he's going... it bumps in the tree. I mean, we could move it a bit, but... No, my question is, can we have him stop sometime, play some animation, say... Yeah, he did it again. He did it again now. It's kind of strange. I don't know why. In theory, you should not do it. It's like from here to here. Unless this one is not allow return, but I think it should. I can check with pad info. Oh, it is allow return. It is allow return. So he's actually able to go. He should be able to go from there, you know. I don't know why he cut off. That's very strange. I mean, for sure, this is the shortest path, right? Unless he's re-evaluating the path length sometimes, but I don't think he's doing it. Okay, the question is, what is the best way to have a wander operation that is also using wait operation and animation operation? Because I think we have an animation op something. We don't have an animation op. I think we have we have an emote operation, which I think is the same. And then in a wait operation, duration to wait. Yeah, this operation makes the NPC wait a specified length of time before progressing to the next operation. It will loop an animation during this time. Also, it will loop an animation during this time for you. So you can say wait and specify an animation, but or sit. This example tells the NPC to play a stand animation, do nothing for 30 seconds. This requires a network. Yeah, you know what is the only problem is that in our case, so this is assuming that I can have so the wander animation operation make the NPC walk between an independently defined set of waypoints. It waypoint blah blah blah. The only thing specified in the wander operation is the animation. The NPC starts by walking to the nearest waypoint to its current location, and then follows the waypoint choices to decide where to go next. The operation will take the NPC to the current active waypoint as selected by the last locate operation. Yeah, exactly. So the point is that you can choose a point, right? Our problem is that we cannot really choose a point. Okay, let me explain you what I'm thinking, okay? Because it's a bit complex. Is a bit complex, but I can explain it to you. So while I explain it to you, I also understand it myself. So the problem is this, right? We can have different types of behaviors, right? We can have a ROM city 1 and a ROM city 2, right? So in ROM city 1, right, we are locating the current local waypoint and we are moving to it. And then we are locating a random waypoint in the range of 200 meters and we are moving to it, right? Yes. So if we want to make that movement a bit more randomized, right? We could have, wait a second, we could have this, right? We could have we could have Rome City 3, right? Rome City 3, and we can have locate waypoint, local move, perceptive local move. Okay, fine. We can have locate object waypoint, let's say maybe in 100 meters, because let's say in 100 meters, 200 meters is really too much. In 100 meters, right? Then after this, we need the global move, otherwise it's not moving, because the locate is only finding a waypoint, while the percept global move is moving to the waypoint, right? And then, for example, we can say wait, right? And we can say wait duration, I don't know, 10 seconds, right? What is the wait? Wait duration 10 seconds. Animation, I don't care. And then we can say after you have waited 10 seconds, you know, play an emote. Emote operation. For example, greet, right? And greet, I think it is connected to. I think it should work. After that, for example, we can keep something if we want, but I don't know if it's really needed. Then we can locate another waypoint, right? And move again, right? We can locate another waypoint and move again. So my problem of this, right, is that it's kind of a bit verbose to do something that should be. So let me create this behavior 3, right? We create this behavior CT-ROM 3, and we associate CT-ROM 3 to that NPC. Now, I think I need to stop the server. Can I reload all of that on the fly? Probably not. Probably not. So let me restart everything now. And so what we want to see, consider the NPC is lasting 3 minutes. Yeah, but it's enough time. So what we want to see now is that he will search a point in a 100-meter radius, go there, stop for 10 seconds, play the greet animation, and then find another waypoint and go there. And then it will stop and it will do nothing there, right? It will do nothing there. I think we had a kind of an idle. Let me see. I think we had an idle. We had an idle operation, right? Idle operation is only marking him as idle, but is not having him play any animation. Huh? I understand. I understand. I understand. Because if you want to make this NPC look a bit believable, you know, they cannot just walk around and do nothing, you know. They can walk around and they should stop sometime and maybe say something, I don't know. And play an idle animation and, I don't know, sit down and... Did I start the server? No. So another interesting thing will be if they could detect places where they can sit. That would be very nice. Very nice. But I think that's a bit too complex at the moment. Drum roll. Okay, I think my script is not working. Why? Because I forgot to close the XML here. Yes. Yeah, the server is not starting. I forgot to close the XML here and to close the XML here. So that's why it's not starting. Because yes, if we have any error in the XML, for the brain of the NPC, the server is not starting. There is again people stuck on the stair. I don't know why. There is a lot of people stuck on the stair. Okay, I moved you to the right side. By the way, guys, if you have any questions or anything, please, don't be shy. Okay. So now we want to see this guy appear and do what we decided him to do. Right? There is a step between this and that. Yes, there is a step. We are waiting. Ah, it's a guy like me. Hello, friend. Why you are so tall, though? Uh-oh, I think we fucked up something there. Why is taller than normal? Anyway, that's kind of scary. It's interesting, but it's kind of scary. I think because he's using the legs of someone else. Okay, he should greet, in theory. You should wait 10 seconds. No, you should greet immediately. You say he's greet. He waited 10 seconds. Then he greets me. And then he should select another waypoint and go there. He didn't do it though. He didn't do it. Why? Locate waypoint, random range 100 destination. Maybe he selected the same waypoint where he's already now. This guy is taller than me. Are we randomizing the scale or what? What the fuck? Ah, but I'm a girl, he's a man. Ah, that's the difference. Is the girl so lower, so smaller than him? I don't know. I can try to morph myself into a man. Can we morph? I don't know, we can try. It was working, but I don't know if it's still working. Morph me, Klyros, male. Ah, yes. Yes, he's actually taller. Okay. I think morphing works only one time though. Yeah. Yeah. Now I am that sword. I don't remember exactly why, but morphing as a GM works only one time. So now that's what I am. I am that sword with a bracer. I'm that thingy. I can be like a shark, you know, running around the street like this and terrorizing people. I think there was a reason why, but I think there was a reason why. Yeah, we fucked up everything. Okay. The Italian side of me speaks. From my last looks, there is a look at player. Yeah, exactly. So that's another possibility, right? To have... But it's a bit strange that this guy didn't go to the second location. I don't like to be stuck like that. Do you think that if I sit, we will... No. No, if I sit, is not... Now I'm completely stuck. Let me see what this guy is doing. So he choose a waypoint. In this case, he choose that waypoint, the one that we added, right? So is walking, peacefully walking, reaching the spot, waiting 10 seconds. Hello. Waiting 10 seconds. He didn't greet. Fuck. Why he didn't greet? He didn't greet. Okay. I mean, fine. Where are you going? Ah, yes, because he selected that point, so he's going through the whole path network to reach this point. There is a point here, right? So he decided to go here. And I think now he should do nothing. I don't think he will greet now, because I think is just at the end of his behavior, right? He just finished what he had to do. Did he greet, or I didn't see? Maybe I didn't see, I don't know. Yeah, now we will do nothing else. I think now is just the end of... So the question is, if we want to create a bit more dynamic people, should we use a behavior like this? And so scripting pretty much every move, right? Scripting pretty much every move. Or do we want to expand the random wander, and inside wander we can add a parameter that says, like, for example, idle randomly 5 seconds between waypoints, right? The problem of a random wait between waypoints is that it's not that easy, because yeah, I think it's easier to do it this way. Do we have any idle animations for characters? Because we need some idle animations. In the old game we had, I think, 2 idle animation per character. The problem of the old game, they was not using the same skeleton, and so basically we had to develop separate animations for each, right? So each character was having its own idle animation. So if you were a human male, you had certain animation. If you were a human female, you had other animation, which is also good because it was giving variety. But so let me see which animations we have that are actually usable. Because I think I can find them all in what is this? And we never used this. Nice. It's standing up and cheering. I think it's here under new actions. I think everything else. I think that combat montage, block montage, falling back. So yes, these are the emotes that we use at the moment. Right? These are the emotes we use at the moment. But these are very, very expressive, right? So we cannot use them randomly. So we need just some idle animations. I think, yes, the best would be to have a look around, right? So that when they are idle, they are like looking around. And looking around should be fairly easy to do. And I think the look around, we can probably do it by code, right? Not by animation. I think it's just a matter of moving the head a bit, I mean, we know what is the neck bone, right? So it's just a matter of moving the neck bone a bit left and right. Event 2 NPC, 1 pad, random start point, grid when meet. I think that at the moment we already have a perception of a player being nearby. So the NPC knows if there is someone nearby, and he knows if there is someone at medium range, long range, short range. That I think is working already. And you can script a reaction to it. Right? No, but we don't have any idle animations. We don't have any idle animations, and basically we don't have any idle animations on players as well, right? So at the moment we don't have anything. We don't have anything idle. But I think we have multiple packages where idle animations are there, right? If I remember right. If I remember right. Buildings, player animations. Player animations. No, all animation assume you hold the gun. Does not contain animation. Two-handed maybe. Dead animation. Cinematic. Dynamic combat. Beam attack. Buff. Fireball. these are all animations in packs that we have, right? And some of them we already use. So for example, I have this one that I called Body Stretch 2 that it seems that I liked because I said yes. Generic NPC animation pack. Generic NPC animation pack. I think I deleted them. I think I deleted it for whatever reason. Let me see if I have it already in marketplace container, which is possible. Yes, it's there. Okay, we can check it. We can check it here. No, because I think we'd be good. I think it would be good to have some idle animations for our NPC and for our characters. I think it would be good. They were in the old game, and I think we should have also in the new game. And we can use those to animate a bit the NPC, right? When they are waiting between waypoints. This guy. You remember this guy? When we changed that, I think it's still a good one, by the way. I think it's still a good one. I think I will add it one day. We changed the talon here. We removed the wings. We added this things, and yes, there is the texture to fix. But I think this guy was a good guy, huh? This guy was a good guy. Okay. Okay, apart from that, we were looking at the generic animation packs, and in particular Body Stretch 2. I don't like the ending really, but I don't know why they have to put the hands like that, like if it's a monkey. But we can cut it off. We can start from here, right? I mean, the beginning is not bad anyway, but it looks a bit weird the way it acts. I don't know why it's doing this. Like it's moving like this. I don't know why. I mean, there's really no reason. But fine. Yeah, and then he like leaves the hands go down like crazy. So I think if we cut it off like this, and it will blend a bit with the existing animation, I think it may be fine. Even if I really don't like how these hands... I mean, if these hands could have been slightly more up, would have been so nice, but... I cannot change the animation, at least not in Unreal Engine 4. I think in Unreal Engine 5, you have an editor, right? You can move up, you can change slightly the animation. But in Unreal Engine 4 we cannot. I mean, actually we could export it to Blender and change it. So this is a possibility. It's a bit... I mean, it's a lot of movement, right? It's a lot of movement. It's a lot of movement. Brush of dust. What is brush of dust? Huh. Maybe it's a bit too much though, but... I mean, it's not too bad. Yeah, I said maybe because it's probably not, I don't know. Deep breath, sad. Deep breath, sad. That's kind of funny to say. Nah, it doesn't like it. It doesn't like it. I don't know. I think the first part could be used, but maybe in dialogues, but there is also drunk talk. Drunk talk. Let me see drunk talk. Nah, drunk talk is not bad, but I already analyzed them all, so I just need to check the one. Fix something. This is very nice. Fix something is very nice, but we need him to be in a specific position. That would be nice if there is someone running around the city and fixing things, but but it's not very easy, because how do we detect the surfaces where he can actually do this job, right? At the moment our waypoints do not take that into account. I mean, we could have some specific waypoint that are working only with this animation, but there is a playing guitar that we can use with the bard, yes. Playing guitar? Playing guitar. It's not bad. It's not bad. I think maybe we will use it for the bard, yes. Cinematic. Talking. There is talking. Talking 1, 2, and 3. Talking 1, 2, and 3. Let me see. I think it would be nice to trigger some of them when the NPC is talking, no? When the NPC is explaining something to you. They are moving hands so much, but... yeah, they're moving hands so freaking much. I mean, to me it's a bit too much movement, but... even if I'm Italian and we move the hands a lot, but... here is when he's listening. Have you a point near water for a fisherman? Yes, we have a point near water. There was a guy picking up stuff and dropping stuff. Yeah, but I just want some idle animations. I don't want them to do a specific thing, right? I just want to... like this thinking. This thinking is not too bad. I said no. Why I said no? I think it's maybe. Custom movement climbing. Mockup basics. Mosaic basic. There is a stand relaxed death. These are all death. Maybe idle variation. There are some idle variation. MCO mockup basics. MCO mockup basics. I don't have them here. MCO, I don't have them in this package. No. MCO mockup basics. Why the editor is closing always when you need it? Hello, developer. Make something showing the way. MCO mockup basics. Add to project. Marketplace container. How big it is? It's pretty small. 83 megabytes. 83 megabytes. So now we have it. Now we have it, boys. What did we say? It was what? Stand relaxed. Stand relaxed. BO1. Stand relaxed. Fidgeter. What is fidgeter? I don't want to know. Man, it's moving so much. I mean, he's looking around though, eh? I mean, it's not too bad, huh? I mean, they always look a bit weird how they move, I have to say, but... I think it's not bad though. This one we can use, I think. I think this one we can use. Also, this one where he's moving the feet is pretty good. I think it's pretty good. IPC. I think these two are good anyway. V1, V4, V2. V1, V4, V2. Mob 1. Well, this one's the thing we can use. Somehow. I think are probably the best that we found. Paragon animations. Paragon animations. There are a million now. Would you rather play a Zelda-like game in first person or in third person? I mean, first person, you mean full? I mean, only first person? I don't know, I think only first person is a bit heavy. I like to see my character and like to see things around, so I would say third person. I mean, full first person is a bit heavy to play. I think it gets... I think you should be able to switch between third person and first person. You need a neutral idol. Then play the idol plus other stuff eventually if the player stays still for a long time. Yeah, we have a neutral idol already. We have already a neutral idol. I'm searching the idol variations. Idol animation pack. Idol. There is an idol animation pack. That is the one we were searching for, huh? Fuck. Why? I don't have it. No. Why don't have it? Idol? No. What? No, if I listed it, I must have it. Otherwise, I'm not listing it. Maybe it's permanently free and I didn't pick it up. No. What do you mean? Maybe I have it here. No. No. Okay, let's search the market. Maybe it was free and well, assuming you can search, because if you cannot search, is a problem. I don't know what is happening. Okay, we cannot search. We cannot search. Nope. Impossible. Okay. What is happening? He opened the browser window and is doing something strange. Okay, let's close the launcher and open it again. I don't know what happened. I mean, we listed an idle pack, so or it's permanently free, but it's strangely it's not in my library though. I don't know what is going on. Look around and talk with a hand and then show the way. Yeah, I can also do a sequence, yes. I can do a sequence of animations, yes. Boy, it seems that the marketplace is not working anymore. I don't know why. or anyway is having some problems. Fuck. Please. Please. Okay. Let's go from the browser, okay? Maybe we are more lucky. Maybe we are more lucky on the browser and not on the launcher. But it seems to me that the marketplace is having some issues, also because it's super slow. It is super slow. First person for the combat, difficult to explain. What I don't want to do is double the work. Think Skyrim, you can only one. I don't know if first person is better for the combat. I really don't. Depends on the type of combat system that you have, but like if I had to play, I don't know, Warframe in first person all the time, I think I would go crazy, right? And I think Warframe is a very good example of good combat system. So can I search here? I think the ability to look at what you have at your back and jump and do some maneuvers, you know, left, right, back and forward. I mean, you can have it only if you have a third person. Now, it's less realistic, yes, because in reality you cannot look back, you cannot look behind you, but Chivalry, yes, I'm yeah, Chivalry is third person. It's fully third person. No? It is, I think. Why I cannot search? Why I cannot search? Fuck. Please. Let me search. I want to search idol. Oh my god, it is so bad. I want to be able to search, please. Please. Idle. Maybe I don't have to type enter. Maybe without enter. It's searching. Wait, it's searching. Idle. No, wait. What was the name of that thing? It was idle. Wait, the name was Idle Anim Set Pack. Idle Anim Set Pack. Okay, we found it. Ah! Pain. 728. I mean, we can buy it. But if I listed it, it means that it was free and I didn't get it, or what? No, usually they say if it was free. I think I listed it probably because it was a good one. And it was only $7. €7. But why I said an impact to check? I mean, if I say to check, it means that I have it, right? You see, to check. I don't know if this to check means check for buying or yeah, probably meant check for buying. Yes, probably meant check for buying. Let me search idle here. But I don't think we have it though. I like that person because it's less work and it's more consistent. The modes you use for the player you can use for the NPC, etc. Yeah. My god, there is a lot of idle here. I think I'm searching in the wrong place, by the way. There are idle also inside Paragon, huh? But I think they are too specific. Okay, but anyway, I think this package is good. We can buy it. Let me just review it a second. There is a video, huh? But I think it's good. We can buy it. It's only €7, you know. It's only €7. Why is saying it is an idle? It's not idle. There are all these fish. What is it the same package? Probably not. Huh? Probably not. There are no idle animations in this. I don't know. It's called idle animation, but it's more jobs animation or crafting animation. So, you know, you see that there is a lot of stuff, but there's nothing to do with idle. It's bandaging, okay, but no, so it's not what we need. It's not what we need. These are all useless animations to us. I mean, in theory, we can even make them. I mean, making idle animation should not be that hard, right? So it's just a matter of. I think I can ask someone to make them. But anyway, if you want to have a good, do you know Warframe or not? I think I still have it installed, probably. I don't know. I think I probably have it installed. But if you look at Warframe Combat, right? Combat Tricks. Combat Demo 2017, and they changed the combat system. They changed the combat system. In recent years, but yes, that is basically the way it is, right? So you have a camera that is relatively close to your character, but still allows you to see behind you, right? You're saying so he looked back and then he decided to turn, right? So I think this is the best way. To me, this is the best way to have combat and vision, because I know that Skyrim was full first person, like, but having these two hands all the time, I don't know. I think I didn't really like it. Chivalry is third person, it's not first person. I'm pretty sure. Is here, by the way. I have it in my wish list, I think. Is these are just There is no gameplay. No, but I think he also has the third person view. I mean, I understand this, but I think he has the third person view. I always seen it played in third person view. Not only like this, with third person view. I'm pretty sure. I'm 100% sure. Maybe he has both modes, right? I think I'm pretty sure of that. I'm very sure. Very. Chivalry 2 third person button, you say? How do I change third person? Yeah, you see? There is a button and you go third person. So you can move between, but yeah, you can see it here pretty well, I guess. That, I mean, if you have to fight, yeah, exactly. If you have to fight like this, I mean, you really have a very narrow vision of the world, right? And why? Because in reality, the monitor is not rendering the full field of vision of yourself, right? So your field of vision is nearly 180 degrees, right, with your eyes. So you can see someone that is to your left or to your right. You can see them with the back of your eye. But if you are playing full first person, your field of view is probably like 90 degrees. So it's like half of what you normally experience. So the full first person is less than real, right? Is less than real. So you cannot see. So for example, he's looking here. He cannot see if there is a guy on the left, but in reality you would see it. So the third person, I think it gives you a kind of a compromise and is more similar to what you see in real life, except that you cannot see exactly behind you, right? But you see now how he's fighting. If there is someone here on his left or on his right, you know, you will see him like you would just see him normal in your real life. You don't see someone at your back because you really have to turn the camera completely. So I think it's still kind of reasonable if you keep the camera close enough. But this is giving you a kind of a 180 degree kind of, or even a bit more, I know, but more close to what you have in real life. So I think it's much better to play this way than this way. This way I feel I'm inside a box. But you know, I think it's very personal, right? You have 300 hours on Chivalry 1 and you never found the button? You never found the third person button? I know, it has a third person, but not many people playing third person. I don't know, I think it's less than real. You're completely missing the right side and the left side, completely. It's like if you have, if you are a horse with the two things covering your eyes. So but you know, I think it's very personal taste, right? So I think a view like this is a bit more strategic, right? And allows you to see. Obviously, it's cheating a bit because you are a bit higher than your normal height, and so you can see beyond obstacles, right? And your perspective is different than the one of your character. So, but I think gives you a better understanding of the world around you, and mainly if you are moving fast, right? Like in Warframe, that would be impossible in first person. Because if you are moving very, very fast, I remember this level, by the way. it would become impossible to move. Now, when you're aiming, you see that when you're aiming, it goes closer, right? When you're aiming with a gun, it's moving like now. You see the guy here on the left, right? So he just aimed, and the view is basically at the level of the head. So yeah, I don't know. I think you should allow both. I mean, really, I think the best is to allow both. And but depends if your game, for example, if your game is a horror game, then definitely first person is the best way, right? I mean, if you want to keep the character not very aware of the surrounding and have surprises, right? Then first person is perfect. But if you want to have a bit more of a strategic play, that he can plan ahead what he should do, and maybe you can have area of effect spells or area of effect, you know, I don't know if you have to drop a grenade or whatever. Like throwing a grenade in first person, I think is very hard, because you cannot really aim. I don't know, but throwing it in third person, I think, is easier. So it depends a bit on what kind of actions you have in the game. For example, another thing that is super annoying in first person is to climb a stair, right? If you climbing a ladder, sorry. If you climb a ladder in first person, you basically don't see anything. You just see your face on the ladder, right? So while if you are third person and you go on top of a ladder, you can see also the stuff that is to your right and to your left. And maybe there is a puzzle or something, or you need to move, you know, horizontally on the wall. So imagine Assassin's Creed in first person, right? Would be absolutely impossible. When you are like, or you would have a much less nice experience, right? Because it's very hard to find gameplay. It's always like presentations. Yeah, imagine a first person in those kind of places, right? Or here. You will not see the people around you. You will not see how the building is made. I don't know. I think it's way less cinematic, right? I think third person is way more cinematic and enjoyable, because the scene just looks better. So, yeah. In plane shift, we have both. Why we don't have a pack? Why do we don't have a pack for idle animations in Unreal? Why? Why there is no even someone that you can buy, right? But why there is no idle animation pack? There is an idols and personalities. There is an idle anim set. No, there is an idle anim package. No problem. I think it's a good question, right? It is a very fundamental question. Idle animation pack. Okay. What is this? So strange poses. Why the poses are so weird? Look at the legs. Look at the legs. Why these poses are so weird? I think that is a rip-off of something else. I don't think they built this. I think they ripped it off from something. The only normal one is this one. That basically the character is doing nothing. All the others have very weird legs position that are like this one. I don't know, it's like, or this like a monkey. Nah. I think it's quicker if I make them myself in Blender actually. But this pack is very bad for $17. No way. I mean, it's not a lot of money, but there is an idol and personalities. Idols and personalities, 2018. I want some idol animations. What? I mean, how can you use this idle animation? Oh, well, okay, if it is a fighting game, maybe. Okay, only if it's a fighting game, but... yeah. Like, this one. Is this a normal idol of a person? You know? It must be a superhero. It must like Superman. If it's Superman idol, then it's like this. This one is slightly better. Yeah, there are more poses for... these are more poses when you choose your character. More than, you know... yeah, I think poses for choosing your character, this one are not bad at all. I think they may be pretty good, depending on the character you have to show. Like, if it's a display of characters, then I think it's very nice. The arena needs more life. What are these things, by the way? I have no idea. No idea what I'm watching at the moment. Bah. Okay. No, I mean, if you have a display, of heroes, like if you have heroes that you want to display, I think that's a good one. Right? If you're making like a, I don't know, a Dota game or a League of Legends game, and you have a 10 heroes, 20 heroes, and you want to display them in different poses, and each one needs to have his own personality, I think that's pretty good, because they have, those animations have a lot of personality, and so I think is very nice. But it's not what we need. This one seems slightly better. Okay, it's moving the other side. That is basically a full idle. Just moving left and right a bit. This could be nice. The only problem will be weapons. Because if you have weapons in your hand and you do this, you may be in trouble. This one could be nice. The shoulder though. They really they opened up the is always a very bad idea to rotate the top shoulder like this, you know, nearly at the limit, because most of the characters' weight will show a problem there unless the character is perfectly weighted. So the elbows are pointing out too much to the side, and the hands probably are too high, and you see that this curve will be a problem in most characters, I think. At least for what I see from this perspective, but that's nice though. You! These are not idle. These are gestures, yes, not idols, but fine. No, I think I need to make them. There is no way. These are pretty useless to us. Also, this stretching, look at this stretching, how much it did it. Look at this. This arm is completely inside the torso, right? And look at the side. This thing is at the way after the limit of a normal bone, right? Moving. So look here at the left. So it is completely broken, right? Inside the body. So an animation like this with a normal character, not this robot, a normal character will look completely off. No, it's useless, boys. These are completely useless to us. I don't know, but I cannot really use any of this. Maybe idle is the wrong name. We have 65 zombie idols animations. we have 65 zombies. Six unique base poses. Wow, they're pretty cool though. I like that. They move very zombie-like. Yeah, I think they're very nice. For zombies, they're very, very nice. Very cool. If you need zombies, there is your pack. We don't have zombies in our world, but... Well, the Grendel is technically a zombie, but... He's not moving like he's stupid. He's just undead. Okay, guys, I think it's about to go. We did some good stuff anyway. We managed to have, you know, the character properly wander. We fixed the speed, and we checked that the speed was working as expected. We also learned again a bit about the path points that I forgot how to create them, so we were able to create a few more, which is nice. I think that, yeah, what I think that the ultimate goal is to enable, you know, these people, right? I want to enable at least the villagers walking between the houses or shops that are giving news in the public, and the merchant. So I want to enable this. I think that for this I need some idle animations as well. Otherwise they will look a bit fake. So yeah. Okay, tomorrow I don't know exactly if I will be here. Probably not, because tomorrow is Friday. I tend to meet with people. Let me see, I'm just checking. One person is available, another person is available, another person doesn't know. Yeah, but I think we will do. I think we will. So I think I will be playing tomorrow and so not streaming, okay? So we'll see each other Saturday afternoon, and we will see how to continue this mess. But no, I think it's good. I think working on artificial intelligence and movement is nice. I like it. It's just a bit long because this system is a bit complex, and I don't remember it fully, right? So I need to relearn it a bit. But I think that tonight with these 3 examples, I think we kind of went a bit forward in the reasoning of what we can use, what we cannot use, and how we can use it. So I think it's good. Okay. So if you want to click on follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube, that is free, first of all, which is pretty nice. And also it will help us, so maybe you can do it. Or if you want to do a bit more for us, you can go to patreon.com/planeshift and you can join the 57 people that are already there and get access to the alpha and get access to the videos and get a Discord channel, special Discord channel access and stuff like that. Okay, I will see you Saturday afternoon, boys. Meanwhile, test the game because we are not too far from releasing it. So I need people to test it and to tell me if it's working or not. Please, test it. A small raid. We can do a raid. Why not? We can raid the same guy that was raided by Unreal. There is Warka. We can raid Warka. Let's raid Warka. Why not? He's playing on his horror game. He's making very good progress. So let's go and raid Warka and say hello. I've been checking what he was doing anyway, so let's go, boys. See you Saturday. Bye bye. Bye bye.